Sergeant Anderson?
Yes.
I'm glad to see you, Sergeant. Come in, please.
Say, Ronnie, when are you going to pull another out of the blue yonder?
Any minute now. Get your bankroll ready for the big plunge.
Well, I have to hand it to you. You did guess right about Bantam Electronics.
I don't guess I know.
Well, if you're so sure, why didn't you buy some? It only took a few months, but we made a little.
Little is for little people and slow. I don't crave glue. Specs, I shoot for sudden growth, speed, pygmy in the morning, giant at noon. The ticket could tick me to death.
But slow is safe.
So is a coffin. Order yours?
First time in the history of our great company. Years of glorious service. Satisfied investors, why, it's been like one big happy family. And now this. Why did it have to happen to Dowager Mutual?
Easy, Mr. Prescott. Don't take it so hard. Money doesn't bleed.
He means it's less than murder.
Well, I don't know. Scandal can kill. Our biggest assets are goodwill and reputation.
Who do you suspect?
Oh, no one. Well, I mean everyone. No, not really, of course.
Have any idea how it was done?
Well, one of our richest customers, Mr. Watkins. John Halsey Watkins, very highly regarded.
Naturally.
Well, he went on a safari last year. He hunts lions in Africa. He issued instructions to apply the dividends on his shares to the purchase of additional units.
So while he was out shooting lions, someone was drawing a bead on his money.
Exactly. You're not taking this lightly.
By no means.
Well, what happened was, letter intercepted, forged endorsement of the dividend checks, embezzlement of the money.
How high up does it go?
At last count, $28,000, give or take a few hundred.
Aren't your employees bonded?
No, only those directly handling money. That's 4 out of 100.
Do you have that list of your employees?
Oh, yes. Now, I hope that this can be handled discreetly. We've got to protect our public image.
We'll do our best. But our job is to protect the public.
We'll have to talk to all those people eventually.
Oh, won't that upset them?
Probably. Nobody likes a policeman until he stands between him and a bullet.
Now, if you gentlemen need any more information, please don't hesitate to call me. Anytime, day or night.
Fine, we will.
Say, that's pretty special treatment. Who are they?
Minions of the law. Eyes like that you see at the racetrack, pinning down pickpockets.
So handsome, but then you always do when you're going out.
Well, thank you, Mama, and I'm saving a beautiful compliment for you.
Oh, but first, please, the rent, it's a week overdue.
An oversight. I'll slip a check under your door tonight. You know it's hard luck to turn back.
Mr. Prescott. Now, Mr. Prescott, what's more important to you? Your employees' tender feelings or your client's money?
What's all this about court orders?
All right, then, we'll need handwriting samples from everyone on your payroll. No exceptions, Mr. Prescott, all of them, and the sooner the better. We want to put a handwriting expert on it tonight. Okay, fine.
Court orders. Can't you handle this case without a lot of legal red tape?
Lieutenant Dan and I have spent most of the day arguing with bank officials. You cannot examine bank accounts without a court order.
Do you need this many? These things take forever.
We might need more.
All right. Better have Kirby take them out and have a judge sign them. Where's Kirby?
Still questioning some of the employees, and I've got a date.
A date?
That's right, with a handwriting expert. But if you're not doing anything tonight, Lieutenant.
I didn't until you dumped these in my lap.
I'm quite sure the handwriting is identical.
I can't believe it. Of course, he did hang around the mailroom. It's where we keep the files, you know.
Anything else you can tell me?
Well,
Well, speak up, Specs. Speak up.
Well, he did bet the horses, but he always won.
Sure. He had a system. Well, Mr. Prescott. Looks like it narrows down.
Can't believe it. I just can't believe it.
Last one you'd suspect, huh?
Ronnie Blake had a bright future. 10 or 15 years from now, I'd be sitting in my chair.
Well, maybe he couldn't wait that long. Maybe he doesn't like to sit.
What kind of day have you had, dear?
You playing house again?
Really scare you?
Nothing scares me. Besides, I'm not done for the day. I have to catch a plane in an hour.
A plane?
Yeah, I'm going to New York. I got a big business deal. I have to be there first thing in the morning.
Ronnie, what do you really do for that company?
Well, mainly I handicap money for hordes of peasants and a few overlords.
Any luck today?
For you? Yeah. A tiny trinket for a pretty lady.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Wait a minute. Don't get big ideas now.
I'm not pressing, but why? You kid about the office, but you must work very hard.
Oh, just filling in a background. Foundations for things to come. You see, my dad has some very set ideas. He's a banker.
Oh, a banker. I didn't know.
Well, he's very strict about money. You know how bankers are. And, well, to convince him I have the financial know-how to handle a real fortune, I took this job.
Studying to be a millionaire.
I get a kick out of picking winners. You know, I don't mean just securities and things like that, but horse races and dice and cards. I mean, you know what the biggest thrill in the world is? To beat the odds. Whatever they are, to beat the odds. It's pure religion.
Never leaves you, does it?
Well, close like my skin.
Oh, Ronnie, please, take a deep breath.
All right, soon. I see a holiday on my calendar.
When?
When I get back from New York. If this deal works out, we're going to celebrate at my house.
Oh, good. I've never seen your house.
That's because I'm having it redecorated. I got bored with that Danish motif. I discovered a Japanese genius. Everything cool, bare, clean. The sun sets on a perfect day. Soji screens, Manning's on the floor, no dust in the lungs, life uncluttered. Even Mother will love it.
Mother?
You catch me naked. Sentimental me. It's Mother.
Oh, how patrician she looks.
That's a perfect description of her. The reason you haven't met her is her domain is the Riviera. She has a villa in Juan-le-Pen, an apartment in Rome. You know, the whole circuit. She's sort of a patrician loafer.
My camera is crying for a handsome twosome. So far, nothing but silver anniversaries and movie has-beens. How about a nice picture?
Okay, come on.
Ronnie, do you have time to come in? I'm afraid of shadows.
Time or no time, my blood count tells me to leave now.
Ronnie, you have a foot in the door. Don't you even want to kiss me?
Sandra, in life we do what we must, not what we want, but what we must.
Well, I must be kissed.
Sandra, the signal's in my bones. Right now I've got to run.
You can't run forever. I won't let you.
I'll be back in a few days. At a gallop.
Make it sooner.
2 days, maybe 3. This is the big one. Winner take all.
We'll be landing in Las Vegas in 5 minutes.
You feel lucky?
Talk strangles luck.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's hard luck to talk.
They got a whole separate world here. Superstitious people. Knock on wood, throw salt, kiss the dice. Thank goodness. Me, I'm normal. I don't gamble.
You came for the chuck wagon.
No, I've got a date with a marriage broker.
We're approaching Las Vegas. Please fasten your seatbelts.
Son, make it with 2 4s.
Lay off that sun stuff, huh? I'll set up a 5 and a 3.
Hard 8. Who else likes the hard 8? On a point is 8-8 win. 8 to 1. 8 shooter, 8 to win it. That's 3. Crop the field wins. 3. Bet the field now. Now how much? Your point is 8.
Come on, baby. Here we go.
8 to win it. 7 a loser. 7 out. 7 out.
This table is poison. I can't even make 2 in a row.
Gentlemen, seat 5's the banker now. You place your bets with or against the bank. Place your bets either way in baccarat, with or against the bank. Place your bets with or against the bank on seat number 5. Players are ready. Cards, please. Players have a natural 9.
Tough again.
Bank with 8.
I should have stayed in Monte Carlo.
The whole stinking game should have stayed there.
You gotta be a philosopher. Lose today, win tomorrow.
I gotta win today. For the boys.
Bank good. Seat 6 now. Ready on 6, the banker.
Psychology of betting. You can win. How to bet. You're a real student of gambling.
Yeah, without a diploma. Miss Peyton, did he tell you where he was going?
Out. Every night, just out. You know, the restless type.
His father?
No, I asked him once. He said he bought the picture just for the frame. He was always saying things like that, confusing people, talking in circles.
That's all. The ball stops there. No more. There you are, number 10.
I tell you, it's your mom has been up to... Oh, let's see here. Put it on that low one. According to the system, we triple the bet and they black. Right, yeah, okay. That's right, too. Put one on two. Oh, let's see.
Just a second, you're a little bit too high there, sir. Our limit is 100 straight up.
$100 limit, come on.
Just a second. You may put it all on there, sir. You may bet anything you wish. Just put it right on there. You know, it wasn't up to me to let you bet over 100.
Double off.
You have it. You know, at $100 straight up, that pays $3,500 for 100. Number 5. Right next to 17.
It's always wise to play the entire section. 5, 17, 32, and 20.
Thanks for the lecture, Professor. If there's one thing I enjoy, it's a sprinkle of salt in an open cup. Have you seen him lately, Mrs. Blake?
No. My dear, sweet son. He's much too busy. At least that's what he tells me. You'd think Downey was in Europe someplace instead of just off the freeway. Oh, but he does phone once a week. Big deal. Wire sizzles. For a year now, he's going to make a killing. Killing. That's all he talks about.
How do you two get along?
We could be strangers on a bus. When I remarried, he moved out. 9 years ago, his father, my first husband, died. No argument, no beef. Moved out. All of a sudden, he felt crowded.
Does Ronnie send you money?
On a shuttle. One day, a cashier's check came in the mail, $200. I'm happy. I worry. Is this the killing? But before I have a chance to think about it, the phone. Very urgent. Can I borrow it back? I need it for a deal. I'm in for a piece, he says. Piece of the action. Ronnie always did talk wild. He was going to make millions. Buy me a mansion in Beverly Hills next door to a movie star. He even had the street all figured out. Roxbury Drive. First a killing. Then we'd go first class. How will he go to jail? First class?
It's ridiculous. Ronnie doesn't need any money. Why don't you contact his father?
His father's been dead for 10 years.
Dead? But he told me his father is a banker.
Never a banker. He was an upholsterer. Put stuffing back into couches.
Then contact his mother. Somewhere on the Riviera. I think he said Juan-les-Pins. She has a villa at Juan-les-Pins.
A small apartment in Downey, just a chicken coop development. We talked to her.
I don't understand it. Why would he lie to me? Look, does he look like a person who would steal?
If every criminal looked like a criminal, my job would be a cinch.
True, he always talked big, but why would he lie to me?
He was lying to himself, Miss Davies. You just happened to be there.
On the contrary, Sergeant, I wanted to be there.
Are you in love with him?
I think I am. But if he lied to me, it's because he had to. He's in trouble.
Have you heard from him since he left you?
No.
Do you expect to?
Probably. I mean, well, at this point, I don't know what to expect.
I'll tell you what to expect, Miss Davies. He'll make his big killing sooner or later, but it won't be big enough. It'll never be big enough. And when he starts to lose, I mean really lose, He's gonna drag everyone down with him. Everyone who ever cared, everyone who ever tried to help him.
I don't believe that. I can't.
You'll hear from him. Yes, you'll hear from him when he needs help, or a few extra bucks.
Well, you won't know about it. I can promise you that.
That's up to you. You know, Miss Davies, he's already started his losing streak. I intend to stop that. I thought you might want to help.
I don't think you can beat
19.
20, I win. I like this game. 21, blackjack. I win again. Well, time to quit it when you're ahead.
Go there. Go there.
Split 'em. Marty. Whoa.
Name of the game.
Tell me something I don't know.
Sorry, sir. This is a 5-hour minimum table.
Where's the phone booth?
Look, if you're busted, why don't you go over and see the pit boss? He's a pretty good fellow. He'll stake you to bus fare.
You drummed out of the regiment? I get car sick just looking at a bus. Now, where's the phone booth?
Right over there, sir.
Hello?
I have a collect call from Miss Sandra Davis from Mr. Ronnie Blake. Will you accept the charges?
Where's he calling from?
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Sure, I'll accept the charges. Will you please put him on?
Hello, Sandra?
What's happened, Ronnie?
No questions, honey, please. No questions. I'm in a little squeeze. Now, do exactly as I tell you. You know the ring I gave you? Well, take it back to the store. Jameson Jewelers, Beverly Boulevard. You'll find the exact address on the box.
Take it back?
Now, don't be embarrassed, honey. Just do like I tell you. It cost $1,100. I arranged for a cash advance against it any time I was in a bind, $500. Now, take care of it first thing in the morning. Be there when the store opens up at 9:30. And then wire me the money, care of Western Union, 2nd Street, Las Vegas. You got that?
Ronnie, where are you staying?
What's the difference? I'm sleeping on a tired crap table. Now, Sandra, please, it'll only be for a few hours, and you're in for a piece of the action. I'll have that ring back on your finger with a bracelet for a bonus.
Anything you say, Ronnie. Anything you say.
And don't oversleep. And leave the even free. I'll be flying back with a bundle.
Operator, would you please get me the police?
stretch one cartwheel at a 10.
If I knew how to do that, I wouldn't be working here.
Let me have 4 quarters.
All right.
Let me have 5 nickels, huh? Thanks. How about a little mercy for a sinner spinner, huh? One time.
Come on, roll. You'll only hurt your hand.
Thine hand, Effendi, cut it off. Who would fade a hand? Oh, how the mighty have fallen. I'm trying to bring down a tiger with chickpeas. Woe is me, woe to the hunter.
You haven't had any luck?
The understatement of a so forth.
Why don't you try one of my coins?
It's dangerous to give a stranger your case money.
Does anybody ever win?
We'll debate that in Valhalla.
Come on, try.
Thanks, I'll return it to you with a bonus. Very soon now, Grease Lightning will bring me a fresh shipment of gold. Greatest hit for the money, will you? I got a yen for a certain crap table. Don't leave me, little one. We're heading for the dunes. They're holding my money.
Well, I have to get back to L.A.
Sure, in a charter plane. But right now, stay close, very close. You're my luck charm.
Do you really think I am?
Oh, to the bone, to the bone. Free pass on the way around my neck. Come on, baby. Come on, 8. 8 from Decatur. 8 from Decatur. Come on, no 7s on these dice. Come on. One time. 8. Beautiful. Double roll, put on 6.
No sign of them yet. Got a man staked on the back. I'll be in the car if you need me.
Thank you.
You think maybe he was tipped off?
No.
You know, we could end up with egg in our faces coming all the way down here from Los Angeles.
Now stop that defeatist talk. We'll find him.
Yeah. Yeah, like they found that needle in the haystack.
You can get very corny.
Well, you know, this town jumps 24 hours a day. They have conventions down here. They have visiting firemen from all over the world. These casinos in the streets even, they're like Times Square on New Year's Eve.
We'll find him.
Can't figure it out. She said he sounded very desperate, you know, for the money. He begged her.
That's it, Danny. That's it. He's no longer desperate.
Huh?
Now, $500 is like manna to a loser, but it's confetti to a winner. That's it. That's my hunch. He doesn't need the money anymore. Instead of waiting here for a desperate loser, we should be out looking for a happy winner.
How do we look for a happy winner?
By the size of the crowd around him. A winner in Vegas is more popular. He's a bigger draw than a championship fight. Now, come on. Let's look for a winner.
It's right there! Right there! Okay, nothing can stop me. I'm gonna own this place. Let me have those guys. Back to work. Come on, baby.
Bob is Sergeant Anderson, Sergeant Kirby. Los Angeles Police.
Gentlemen? Problem?
I'm afraid so.
Come on. There I am. Come on, it's my winning streak. Come on, baby. One time. Come on. Hard six. Hard six. Come on. Come on.
Broke the streak. Now they'll change the dice on me. I can tell you, Willis! Why did you wait? Why did you give me more time? I could have paid it back every cent. I was on a winning streak. You wait all your life for it. The big winning streak. It was beautiful. And look what you did. You killed it. You killed it. You killed it. Oh.
Unfinished hand. Your shot, sir. +6.
$5.
You say 5? I say 3. 3 it is. You owe me $4,208,000.
$4,207,000.
I'll settle for dinner tonight.
Agreed. On one condition.
Oh?
To wit, that you wear that blue dress, the one you wore in court last Monday.
I usually wear that to sway a tough jury.
It sways them all right. You know, you lady lawyers have a distinct advantage.
If you win this one, I'll wear the blue dress.
Careful, pals. He uses loaded matches. John, this gentleman's most anxious to meet you. Mr. Egan, Mr.
Prescott. Dowager Mutual Funds.
Prescott, this is Miss Carlson, match game champion of downtown Los Angeles.
Oh, well, I'm afraid I'm not familiar with the game.
Insidious. Evil. If we don't break it up, they're going to raid the joint.
Sit down, Mr. Prescott.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Your office told me I'd find you here, but forgive me, please, for barging in this way.
I'm delighted. I'm losing anyway.
Our main office instructed me to talk to you, Mr. Egan. It's about one of our employees, a young man in very serious trouble.
Excuse me, gentlemen. It's getting late, John. I better get back to the salt mine.
Please don't leave on my account.
Oh, I have a client waiting. Very happy to meet you, Mr. Prescott.
Happy to see you.
Thanks for lunch, John.
8 o'clock?
8 o'clock.
Blue dress.
8 o'clock.
Oh, sit down.
Oh, thank you. Well, now, about this young man, Mr. Egan. He'd been with us for some time, and he had a bright future, but fortunately, he gambled.
I'm in no position to condemn it, am I? Our whole country's on a gambling binge, Mr. Prescott. A politician who puts through a national lottery could run for president.
No, this isn't the same thing, Mr. Egan. You see, the money that this young man gambled away didn't belong to him. It was stolen from our company.
Well, I'm a criminal lawyer, sir.
I know. I want you to defend Ronnie Blake.
He stole from you, and you want me to defend him?
Now, don't misunderstand me, Mr. Egan. We are not a charitable institution, but in this way, with an attorney of your stature, we don't lose control. Above all, we must maintain our public image.
Is that the only reason?
No, there is another reason. I have a real affection for this young man. I believe he's basically honest. Something went wrong and he just got carried away. Will you defend him?
I'd like to hear more about it. My office is just a block away. $7. Yeah, I'll collect tomorrow.
You can quit right now. That kind of handout they can shove.
But, Ronnie, you're the one who...
Let me tell you about me. I'm the one who was wrong. They stole from me. I was on a winning streak, a little more time, a few more passes, and I would have had their lousy money back with interest.
You're missing the point.
No, you're the one who's blind. Tell me something. You do any gambling?
I played poker in college.
Nickels and dimes?
Nickels and dimes.
No, you wouldn't know.
Sometimes I go to the track.
Ah, $2 window?
$2 window. And once in a while I shoot the works. $5 to place on the favorite in the stake race.
That's a big plunge? No, you wouldn't know. I'm talking to a foreigner. For years I dreamed about this. The winning streak. Night after night, that big, beautiful dream when you can do no wrong. An angel's wing on each shoulder and the dice obey you like happy slaves. You call the shots and they roll for you. 4 hard ways in a row, and before my point, numbers. Like somebody wiped off the sevens. The pit was, he was scared. The house wouldn't raise the limit for me. I was rolling. There were 100 crapshooters. They were watching me. They were pleading. They were fighting to get a piece of my action. I heard a guy holler the way a baby cries for milk. He said, let me near the dice, let me in. But no, they killed it. They killed my win. It was beautiful, and they killed it. And you want me to be grateful to Prescott, huh?
Ronnie, believe me, I'm trying to understand, but you must too.
What's to understand? The picture's clear.
On one side, yours. How about the other side? How about the people who trusted you? The investors whose money you stole.
Stole? I only borrowed it. And if they hadn't stopped me, I would have paid it back.
You're stubborn. The easy way you justify. Now, you listen to me. When you say you borrowed the money, you're lowering a comfortable window blind over an ugly fact. You stole, you embezzled, you forged.
If the cops had waited,
It wouldn't have made any difference. What about the next time? And the time after that? And, Ronnie, even if you'd replaced the money, even if your employers had been satisfied, it would have made no difference. Restitution is not enough. The state, we the people, demand that for every crime committed, there must be punishment.
I want no part of that. We, the little people, get up every morning by an alarm clock. Crawl through smog on a jammed freeway. 12 more payments and you own the car. Scrimp and save just to keep alive. Maybe get married and go to sleep with a budget. Kowtow is superior at your office just to sit in his chair. Mark time. Well, not me. I haven't got the time.
You have now. You'll have lots of time.
Hi, Mom. How do I look?
Never dreamed I'd visit you in jail.
Well, there's a first for everything. A first for glory and a first for...
Say it. For disgrace. Disgrace!
Look,
You don't have to come here. Anything I can get into, I can get out of.
You're still talking wild. You're a scared cat on a window ledge. You climbed up fast, but the fire department's gonna have to get you down.
Don't needle me. They got professionals doing the job here.
My son, the gambler. My son.
Honest, Mom, I just missed. They would have waited a little longer. I would have gotten the money back, and a bundle besides for us.
If. Come out of this, if you will.
Mom, you listen, I'm trying to...
How does it happen? What makes a son turn out like this? I try to help. I give him love and a good home. I try to teach him right from wrong. Is this what I deserve?
Is that why you're here, to tell me what you deserve?
You're no better than your father.
My father was a coward.
From one extreme to the other. First your father, a gold-plated nothing. I had to lead him around by the nose.
Yeah, but it's not ringing my nose. Even you couldn't put it there.
I tried. God knows I tried. Do you think it's easy giving you a good home and the money your father made? You think it's easy raising a son like you? A smart aleck who won't listen? Who doesn't want to learn?
Just what can you teach me? Look at you. What have you gotten out of life?
Misery. That's what I've gotten. A nobody for a husband and a jailbird for a son. Ronnie, what are you doing to yourself? And to me?
Mom!
Ronnie, come in. Sit down.
Who are you?
I'm Dr. Graham. John Egan suggested I have a talk with you.
Doctor? What kind of doctor?
I'm a psychiatrist. Let's sit down.
It's interesting. Am I a criminal case or a mental case?
What do you think? Look, Ronnie, I'm here to help you, but I need your cooperation. I'd appreciate it if you'd answer my questions truthfully and freely.
Be my guest, but, frankly, we don't talk the same language.
Why do you say that?
We're worlds apart.
Oh, I don't think so. We both live on the same planet, members of the same society, subject to the same pressures, loves, hates, frustrations, temptations.
Well, for a starter, you had to grind for 12, 15 years before they let you shrink ahead. Me, I moved fast.
Where? Go ahead, tell me. I'm still studying.
Why should I let you crack me open? I mean, what kind of dream peddler are you? I mean, how do you get your kicks? Do you put your patients on a bed of nails, or...
Now, look here, son. Let me tell you something.
You just threw yourself into exile, and don't call me son.
You learned nothing about him? Nothing at all? One thing, he's locked up tight within himself. Will he open up? In time. Even so, thank you. Even so, I wouldn't hope for miracles. Gambling is widespread, but case histories are few, and the cures are fewer. Why is that? Well, the compulsive gambler, as is generally accepted, is sick, very sick. But unlike, say, the alcoholic or the drug addict, he enjoys at least two advantages. Advantages? Continuous and endless opportunity to gamble. If necessary, he can wager on a race between two bugs crawling down a wall. His bet can be large or small. In some communities, he can play the numbers game for as little as a penny. It's all around him. An alcoholic wakes up in a Skid Row gutter after a binge. Filthy, degraded, even ashamed, sometimes robbed and beaten. I've seen some in the tank. The drug addict, with his gnawing, relentless craving, will pursue heroin to even more degrading lengths. But what happens to the appearance of the compulsive gambler? Nothing. He looks like you, he looks like me. If he seems tense or even desperate, so does an insecure clerk in an office. So does a waitress with too many tables, a husband late for dinner, a lawyer, poor old psychiatrist. I'm beginning to see the problem. That's part of the reason why actual case histories, which would help us to understand the sickness in all of its tangled depths, are scant. And in order to help, to cure, You'll have to know.
Yes, but even when you know, you can't hit a man over the head and force him to seek help. And the compulsive gambler rarely begs for help. He's an elusive bird, even to himself. Usually he's loaded with magnetism, charm, surface lies. His real life is in a private inner world dominated by fantasy.
Hello, Ronnie.
You told him where to find me, didn't you?
Yes.
Thanks.
Ronnie,
What do you want from me? Why don't you leave me alone? I'm trouble. I'm no good for you. I never could be. I told you I don't want to play house for keeps.
You love. You're willing to change.
Stop talking in song titles.
We had a lot of fun together.
Yeah, sure. When you were on my arm, I looked good. I enjoyed it. But you were only a station on the way up, and somebody tripped me. Guess who?
Ronnie, you could have been honest with me. You didn't have to impress me.
Honesty. That's one subject that's always mixed me up. You would bring that up. People like you were born with it. Your real drive is that nice, solid, middle-class life.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing for you, but not for me.
What kind of a person are you?
What do you think? Everybody else is taking a whack at it. I'm trying to find out myself. Why do I get my kicks out of 6 straight passes in a row? Why does the 3-horse Polly send me? When I get the answers, I'll send you a memo. Well, you don't hold your breath, Sandra. Oh, look, why don't you just put a period to the whole thing, huh? Let me out of here.
If that's what you want. You were the one who said we do what we must. Goodbye, Ronnie.
Yes? Oh, send them in.
Hi, Mr. Egan.
Honey.
Bail, beautiful Bail. Man, it's wonderful to be out. I can just taste the air. I can't thank you enough.
You've got to thank Dr. Graham and, of course, Mr. Prescott.
I will.
Ronnie, I'd like to know more about you.
You too?
Well, I've met your mother, but I know nothing about your father.
Well, there's not much to know. In his own little way, he was a nonconformist. He never joined any orders. He just took them. Never went to any lodge meetings. Never went to church either. Made my mother sore. She was always sore at him for one thing or another. He wouldn't fight with her either. He just shut up. Even when she was at him hammering tongues, he just clammed up. One time he went on a silent strike for a week. Wouldn't say a word.
You and he get along well?
Love is a corny word, but I rather think I did.
You spend much time with him?
Well, on Saturdays, if there was a meet on and he managed to save a little pocket money, he'd take me to the track.
Yes? Ronnie, your mother's here.
My mother? What for?
Only one way to find out. Ask Mrs. Blake to come in, please.
What is this, Mr. Egan? Old home? We got one.
Morning, Mrs. Blake.
I want to thank you, Mr. Egan, for getting my boy out on bail. Ronnie, please, come home with me.
Was that her idea or yours?
Ronnie, please, for once, let's not argue, okay?
Mrs. Blake, Ronnie was telling me about his father. I'd like to hear more about him.
Ask my mother.
I'd rather hear it from you, Ronnie.
You tell him, Mom. You knew him better than I did.
I bet I knew him. $45 a week, including overtime. That's what he brought me home to live on. That's the most he brought home.
He worked for it, didn't he?
Sure he did. But I worked harder. If I didn't keep after him, he'd keep staring at the clouds all day, daydreaming. Now you try and raise a family on dreams.
You didn't give him time for any dreams. She didn't even give him time to even be a man, Mr. Egan. She removed his spine by inches.
Listen to that, my own son.
Mr. Egan, remember I told you my old man used to take me to track, remember? You know how he'd bet? $2 to show. The daring old man on the flying trapeze. $2 to win a lousy 40 cents. I used to love going out to the track. The colors, the excitement, the noise. I used to run around collecting the loser's tickets. You know, pick them up off the ground. I learned my arithmetic that way.
Yeah, it's not all you learned.
You're right. I learned a lot out there. I learned there were different worlds. The world close to the dirt where the ants lived. The little people, the $2 betters. And the big blue yonder where the $50 and $100 royalty ruled the roost.
Royalty? Wouldn't he take him to a place like that?
Let him talk, Mrs. Blake.
One time my father had a hunch on a long shot. You know how I bet that horse? $2 to show. I begged him to go for the bundle, bet it to win. I said, Pa, a hunch is like magic. It works when you believe it. I begged him, Pa, I said, make it work. Bet him to win. The horse. I'll never forget his name. Black Demon. He won all right. He paid $107 to win, $34 to place, and 9 lousy bucks to show. 9! I grew up in that minute. That's when I decided to go for the big plunge. To make the magic work all the way. My dad. He had a chance for the chickens. But he settled for feathers. Why? Because he was afraid. Afraid. I had a coward for a father. A fear-ridden, earthbound little coward.
Ronnie. Ronnie, please.
We could have gone home rich. But you know what he was doing? He was jumping up and down, holding the $9 in his fist. I looked up. I just burst into tears. He didn't understand. He begged me to tell him why. I wouldn't, I couldn't. I just kept on crying and crying and crying.
Ronnie, I've never seen you cry. Not since you were a baby.
I'm not crying. That was years ago.
Ronnie, come home with me. Please.
I don't know, Mom. Not now, not yet.
Maybe so, Mrs. Blake.
I hope so. Oh, Ronnie, I hope so.
Well, Ronnie, are you going home?
I have to get acquitted first.
You're guilty.
Maybe probation, full restitution?
We'll do all we can, but everything depends on you. Your attitude, how you cooperate. I'm taking the position that you can be reclaimed, that you won't want to or have to ever gamble again.
I'll cooperate. I swear I will.
I appreciate your taking the time to come here, Sandra. You understand that anything you can reveal about Ronnie will help.
Of course, Mr. Egan.
Undoubtedly, he told you many stories about himself.
And I had no reason to doubt him. Everything he said seemed a natural part of him. He belonged to it, and it belonged to him.
I can understand that. Dr. Graham made the point. The compulsive gambler is so convincing he even takes himself in.
For instance, when he spoke of his rich parents, of course I believed him. Ronnie always had lots of money. We always went, as he put it, first class. You know, the best restaurants, the best nightclubs.
Did he ever speak to you of his childhood? I'd like to dig into that to strengthen his case. I mean, fears, jealousies, loneliness.
No. No, not quite that way. And when it did come up, only in connection with something specific.
Like what?
Well, like travel. I mentioned once I'd been to Mexico City. Then he told me of a trip he'd taken as a boy through all of Mexico with a tutor. I know now he'd never been there. Yet he sounded more familiar with the country than I. And once we had dinner on Olvera Street. And later we strolled like tourists, looking at the stalls and shops. I remember he had a long discussion with one of the shopkeepers all about silver craftsmen in Tasco. Ronnie certainly created the impression that he knew an awful lot about silver.
There's no doubt his mental capacities are unusual. The question is, how will he apply them in the future?
Does he have a future?
Well, that's up to Ronnie. When he changes loyalties from Lady Luck to Dr. Graham, when he admits he needs therapy more than dreams, only then will there be a future.
Isn't Miss Lady Luck herself? Come on in. Come on.
Are you sure it's all right?
Well, depends on your intentions. Are they honorable? So it's only fair for me to warn you, I'm a brown belt in judo.
I was worried about you. That's why I came. I spoke to your attorney, and he told me that you were out on bail and how to find you. He was very friendly.
Yeah. What's he got to lose? Everybody's friendly. Everybody's friendly. Even the sergeant put the pinch on me. Very friendly. You know when I could have used some friendship? When I had that hot shoot, that's when I could have used some friendship. That's when.
I mean, stop thinking about that. You're only eating your heart out. You know, they impounded the money.
Oh, that's a beautiful word. Impounded. We're all impounded.
Maybe I shouldn't have come if I make you feel bad. I wanted so much to see you. So very much.
Okay, no more gripes. It's a new life. It's a switch on slavery. I love my chains. From now on, mental bets. Mental agony.
Ronnie.
Ace Jack. The name of the game. I can't even win a lousy game of solitaire, and my good luck charm comes along and I hit 21. Alice, you are Little Miss Sunshine. How much money you got on you?
I'm not sure I have.
Wait a minute, I remember now. Remember doing my hot shoot? I kept tossing chips here. My good luck charm, my good luck charm, my good luck charm. Where are the chips?
I cashed them.
Where's the money?
I took it to the police.
You what? What a fool, you fool! The whole world is populated with nothing but fools. Lockstep, lockstep. Stay in line, afraid to move, afraid to think. Oh, you fool.
I thought that it would help your case, and I wanted so much to help you.
You want to help me? And you give all my ammunition to the enemy? You got any money in there? Well, give it to me.
Ronnie, please.
You love me, don't you? Don't you?
Yes. I think I do.
You know what love is? It's millions of things. Sometimes it's a young body. Sometimes it's a fall of hair. Sometimes it's a human wall-to-wall carpet so a guy won't step on glass. When it's only sunsets and flowers, it's just a dream. Listen to my dream. I want to win. I want to pay Mr. Prescott back with interest. Love is what's in your purse. What you got in there?
Ronnie.
It's all right.
Ronnie, it's the money for my rent and for the car payment.
84, good. Get out of the budget of crumbs here.
Ronnie, now stop thinking like that. Thinking like that is what got you into this fix.
Thinking like that's gonna get me out. Now listen, let me do the thinking. You do the loving, huh? It's a division of labor. Come on.
I'm not going. It's wrong. I won't.
You gotta come. You're my good luck charm. Come on.
Gardena, here we come.
if I were to vote this fly down and snatch up the chip.
Look what they give us for that, a home away from home. A beautiful way to lose my insurance money.
Come on, let's play. Behind every deck there's a sob story, but who wants to listen to it? Play.
Pot's open. I call.
Raise.
I fold.
Can't you smell a bluff?
What makes you so smart?
I call. Call and raise. I call.
Call. I call. Pot's right. How many?
2 of your best.
Ronnie?
2.
Throw those 2 in, lady.
Yeah.
What's with the goo-goo eyes? Play.
What can you expect from a retired butcher?
Single. Dealer takes 1. Opener bets.
You're too anxious. Check. I bet.
Raise. Well, that's my bet. I raise. Oh, do you call, lady?
Yes, I call.
Oh. Well, lady, what do you got?
A soft 6.
A wheel, a big, beautiful wheel. Ace, deuce, trade, 4, 5. Come,
Some luck charm. With that sour puss and that corny lecture, it's wrong, you shouldn't. That kind of thing, it just curled my luck.
That was my rent and my car payment.
My life! My life!
Ronnie, you hurt me.
What do you know about pain? Can you give me some more money?
That's all I had till next payday.
How about your family? I cried for help to your mother.
No family.
You must have friends. Who's good for a quick touch? Come on, get on the phone, say you're dying!
Ronnie, it's the middle of the night. There's nobody.
Your boss. He should be a sucker for an advance. Has he tried anything with you?
You're sick!
You're useless! Help me. Look what I did. Put me away. Put me away before I commit murder.
Thank you, honey. Well, lunch was so good today, I think I'll play host.
Oh, not so fast, not so fast. You pick a time when Barry ordered scraps?
Well, some days you're not hungry, you reject food.
There. I win by default.
Oh. Work for that big feeling of being Papa. I'll tell you what, we'll toss. You call it.
Why not cut a deck, high card wins? Or better still, one hand to draw poker. No, let's throw dice. First 7 is entitled to the check. Or we could put our money in escrow and handicap today's big race.
And so forth and so on and so forth. Oh, Egan. You may win prizes for oratory, but never for subtlety. Barry, are we ready for him? Tell him.
All right, you've made your point. Now I'll make mine. A man who relaxes with a couple of drinks in the evening is not an alcoholic. A patient who is given an injection by his physician in order to relieve unbearable pain is not a mainliner. And a man who tosses a coin for the luncheon tab is not a compulsive gambler.
I dig. And thank you, gentlemen, for giving me a preview of what the prosecution's line will be at the trial.
You only peeked at one card. Wait till you see the whole hand.
Well, I'm afraid it's a misdeal. You see, my client is pleading guilty.
Now, since when do you do things the easy way?
Believe me, Jerry, it wasn't easy. But seriously, in Ronnie Blake's case, rehabilitation is more important than acquittal. And admitting his guilt is the first step in that direction.
Well, that's a very noble thought, Counselor, but it won't work. The rehabilitation dodge is no excuse for clemency. I intend to ask for the full sentence.
You, still want to pick up the tab, Irish?
No. Call it.
Heads.
Call it. Heads.
The defendant, having waived arraignment for sentence and having heretofore pled guilty, this is the time and place for probationary sentence. Mr. Fine.
May it please the court. The defendant, Ronald Blake, has admitted his guilt, thus depriving the state of an opportunity to reveal the true nature of his crime.
Your Honor, the nature of his crime is already a matter of record. The question here is one of mitigating circumstance.
Agreed, and I shall confine myself to that area. A man steals money from his employer and gambles it away. Who is qualified to determine mitigating circumstances? Exactly what are they? Temptation? Opportunity? A sob story from the criminal? Every human being in every walk of life, in every mill, factory, office, classroom, yes, in every home, is exposed to temptation and opportunity of every conceivable variety. Human frailty, moral weakness, irresistible impulse, compulsion, we are all prone to them. That is why in every society there are strict laws to regulate and control human conduct, laws to protect life and property, and these laws must be obeyed. Grant leniency in one case and you open the floodgates to universal corruption. Now in this case, the people versus Ronald Blake, the defendant, an adult, a grown man of 27, embezzled $28,500. How shall we punish him? Slap him on the wrists, send him to bed without dessert? 27 years old, sound in mind and body. Yet, with full knowledge of the law, this man deliberately contrived to steal from the employer who trusted him. This man admits to the crimes of embezzlement, grand theft, and forgery. His reasons, his excuses. Read the affidavit filed in his behalf by Dr. Graham, the friendly psychiatrist. A lot of mumbo-jumbo about hidden neuroses, childhood traumas, Oedipal fixations, self-guilt, escape fantasies, and all the other crutches it is fashionable nowadays for criminals to lean on. Boil it all down and it tells us that the defendant, Ronald Blake, needed money, someone else's money, in order to satisfy his craven need to gamble. Now, let's assume that his psychiatric aberrations, if such they be, are exactly as described by Dr. Graham. Do these factors lessen his guilt? And if he is driven to embezzlement, theft, and forgery today, how will he satisfy his compulsion tomorrow? Will he merely forge a few more checks, or will he be driven to more violent means? Grant this man clemency, Your Honor, and you give him a license to steal again, and perhaps even to commit murder. Your Honor, I ask, I demand, that this defendant be given the full sentence provided by the law.
Mr. Egan?
If it please the court, I refrained from interrupting my learned colleague because I was mesmerized by his eloquence and horrified by his lack of comprehension. Can a reasonable man, any reasonable man living in our time, possibly consider the diagnosis of a trained psychiatrist as mumbo-jumbo? Can a dedicated servant of the people actually believe a sick man should be punished for the crime of being ill? Now, you read the testimony of Dr. Graham, Your Honor. He has no personal axe to grind. He's a scientist, a dedicated healer. And what did he tell us? A compulsive gambler is a sick man. His sickness differs only in kind from that of an alcoholic or a drug addict. And what feeds his sickness is a condition so widespread, it's shocking. America today is on an annual gambling binge estimated at $50 billion. Conceivably, it may be the biggest business in our country. Anyone with a thirst for gambling can quench it at 1,000 fountains. From the bingo games in church to the multi-million-dollar racetracks to the glamorous casinos. Now, fortunately, the normal person is not destroyed by all this. Unfortunately, my client, Ronald Blake, is not in that normal category. He realizes this, Your Honor, and he begs for a chance to be cured by the only means recommended by medical science, psychiatric therapy. Now, my client has admitted his crime. To demonstrate in good faith that he understands his illness, he asks in all humility not to be coddled, just to be understood. Is the court to be an instrument of justice? If weakness and illness are to be considered crimes, I submit, Your Honor, 2/3 of the human race should be in prison. In this complex society of ours, with its special pressures on the weak, the tortured, the confused, we should be grateful to anyone who can light up the dark, tangled jungles of the human mind and heart. Thank you. Five years probation, 1 year in county jail, full restitution of the embezzled money. Could have been worse, Ronnie.
I believe the judge was fair when I thanked him. I meant it. I'm glad it's all behind me.
Behind you? Mm-mm. It's just beginning for you, chum. It won't be easy. That dream of winning, of beating the odds, it'll continue to haunt you, Ronnie. You'll have to be strong. Stronger than you've ever been.
The only time I've ever been strong, Mr. Egan, was when the dice were hot.
Dice, cards, scratch sheets. You'll be seeing them all around you. The spots on the dice will be spelling out your name. You'll be riding with every money jockey at the track. Do you think you can handle it?
What do you think?
I'm sure you can. In fact, I'm willing to take a piece of the action. Ready?
I'm ready.